Russia attacks Kharkiv in Ukraine, opening new front to war. Russian forces have initiated an armoured ground assault near Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city in the northeast, marking the opening of a new front in the ongoing war. Ukraine swiftly deployed reinforcements as fierce fighting erupted in border areas, with reports of Russia bombarding the frontier town of Vovchansk using guided aerial bombs and artillery. President Zelenskiy addressed the escalating situation, describing Russia's actions as part of a new wave of counteroffensive maneuvers and acknowledging the intensity of the battle in the region. Ukraine had previously warned of a Russian buildup, anticipating either an offensive or a diversion tactic. While Kyiv's forces braced for the assault, uncertainty loomed over Moscow's potential further escalation in the area. Biden report says Israel not violating trade agreements. A forthcoming review by the Biden administration scrutinizes Israel's use of US-supplied weapons during the Gaza conflict but stops short of accusing Israel of violating terms of their use. Despite refraining from alleging breaches of US-Israel weapons agreements, the report is expected to offer sharp criticism of Israel's conduct during the conflict, reflecting mounting concerns. The assessment follows 7 months of intense conflict, including airstrikes, ground fighting, and aid restrictions, resulting in a significant loss of Palestinian lives, predominantly women and children. President Biden faces increasing pressure at home and abroad over the Palestinian death toll and the onset of famine, exacerbated by Israeli actions. Despite opposition, tensions rise as Prime Minister Netanyahu vows to escalate the military offensive in Rafa. 100,000 civilians flee Rafa after Israeli attacks. Heavy bombardment from Israeli forces near Rafa in Gaza has resulted in the closure of vital aid crossings, exacerbating the humanitarian crisis. More than 100,000 civilians have fled Rafa to escape the attack, seeking safety from the region. Despite initial plans for a full-scale invasion of Rafa by Israel, these intentions were put on hold, partly due to opposition from the United States, which threatened to withhold arms shipments. The ongoing conflict, including a limited incursion earlier in the week, has threatened to worsen the already dire humanitarian situation in Gaza, where over 1 million Palestinians seek refuge amid pathetic conditions and overcrowded shelters. Palestinians' UN membership bid faces hurdles. Despite the initiative needing Security Council approval and a 2/3 majority in the General Assembly, the United States, a key ally of Israel, vetoed it on April 18th. With the Security Council blocked, Palestinians are now seeking support in the General Assembly, where a resolution for their full UN membership is expected to gain broad majority backing. Introduced by the United Arab Emirates, the draft resolution asserts that the State of Palestine meets the criteria for UN membership and should be admitted accordingly, in line with Article 4 of the UN Charter. While facing challenges, the Palestinian bid for UN membership may find traction in the General Assembly, where diplomatic efforts are underway to secure widespread support for the resolution.